Hello everyone. Just wanted to think. I had few thoughts, so I thought that I'll share it with you, and so I just connected once again. I'm going to talk about existential suffering. Now, most of the people all across the world at the moment are experiencing existential suffering. The cause of existential suffering is not COVID-19. It just can be a temporary stimulus that's creating the existential suffering. The cause of the existential suffering is that you are living in a provisional identity. Till such time we do not go past the provisional identity, that means we transcend beyond body mind, we'll keep on having existential suffering in some form or the other. The fear of death, the fear of a disease, the fear of losing somebody in a relationship or at life, the fear of losing a job, getting a pay cut, getting a bonus cut, getting having no money in your bank account. All these things are creators of existential suffering till such time you are in your body mind. That means till time your provisional identity is sensed. The moment you go beyond the body mind and you touch the source, there is no existential suffering. And that's what the wisdom traditions of the East, especially Vedanta, has said. This is one of the most important kleshas out of the 5 kleshas, that you clinch for something which is not at all real. And all other sufferings are attached to it. The moment you remove this clinching and grasping to something which is unreal, that is, the unreal here means your provisional identity, there is no suffering. And everybody will experience existential suffering. Everybody will experience existential suffering no matter what level they are. They could be heading businesses, they could be heading religious institutions, they could be heading politics. No matter how big or affluent you are in your life, till the time you have not transcended beyond your provisional identity, you will have existential suffering. The provisional identity is your mind, body, and your worldly experience. Because all these things are processes into the source, which is the silent witness. The silent witness is the witness that has witnessed your past, present, and also witnessed your future. So from the very first day of my school and till yesterday, I have witnessed, and that witnesses happened in the silent witnessing of the source. So till the time I am Vincent, there will be existential suffering. And till the time I go beyond that, there is no existential suffering. If you see, the invisible is more powerful than the visible. Even COVID-19 is a invisible piece of an RNA which messes with your genetic engineering. And similar is your thought, emotions, and feelings. These are all invisible, but when they become visible, they get demonstrated in your behavior in terms of elation, hurt, happiness, craziness. But once you pass the visible and you pass the invisible, you have transcended. So you're not in your thoughts, emotions, feelings, perceptions, they are just a process which is happening in you. So when you connect to the source, there is no existential suffering. It could be COVID-19, it could be cancer, it could be a cancer to your loved one in your family, it could be an accident, it could be any disease, or probably it could be any form of threats or a stimuli in the environment. It can only bother you till the time you are in the provisional identity, which is the body mind. Once you surpass that, once you transcend that, there is no existential form of suffering, no matter what the stimulus can be. Because the silent witness is experiencing the life. So we are spiritual beings in the human experience. Some experiences will be good, some will be bad, some will be devastating. We need to be acquainted and updated with the information, but not overwhelmed with the fear for any stimulus. And this fear will only last till the time you are in body mind. Once you transcend it, there isn't any fear, because everything is a witness as an experience. And you can shift your experiences Like, for example, I can shift my experience right now to my children, to the memories with my mother, to my family in Pennsylvania, to my people at work, or I can just shift. And the more I shift, the more I sense that experiences grows and creates sensations in the body related to that experience. But the point here is if you go beyond these experiences, beyond these sensations, when you go and see it as a silent witness, you will understand that that's the infinite field of possibilities where you just witness it because of the fact that it's an experience. So, with COVID 19 is an experience in this silent witness. So, you witness it. But till the time you exist in the provisional identity of XYZ, you will have experiential anxiety, and that anxiety will lead to sufferings. The only way is to transcend beyond the provisional identity if you want to avoid any kind of sufferings. Because if you see today, everything has changed for a while because the streets of Delhi, Bombay, New York, Rome, Paris, London doesn't seem the same, filled with people. Paris doesn't seem to be that romantic any longer, at least at this point of time. New York doesn't seem to be that busy at this point of time. All of a sudden, this kisses and hugging and have become weapon. And if you step out, not exactly out of your home because it's a lockdown everywhere, if you just step out and peep out of a window of a balcony or go onto the rooftop, the nature is still the same. The sunlight is shining, air quality is, I think, improved all across the world. So this is also a signal that you are a servant of the nature, not the master. So nature doesn't need you. The sun is shining, the rivers are flowing, the wind is blowing, it's breezy. So you are a servant to the nature where you've taken this temporary leap. So you're not master to it. So even if you are caged into your houses, the nature is still having a gala time. So once we come back to the usual life, what it was before, we need to be very mindful that it's nature's lab that we are availing our experiences. And the end to existential anxiety. I mean, if somebody was asked you what COVID 19 is a year back or 2 years back, nobody would have bothered. Probably most of us wouldn't have even known about it unless you are working in genetic engineering or you are a microbiologist. You wouldn't have bothered. But right now, I don't think so anybody, no matter what the person is, even illiterate people, they're also clinging or trying to understand what exactly is. So existential anxiety can be avoided, and the only way to avoid is you transcend beyond body-mind and negate your provisional identity. Once you reach that level, there is no hurt, there is no hardened feelings for anybody. There is only love, kindness, compassion, equanimity, and moreover it, joy in all kinds of experiential sufferings or in all kinds of experiential experiences, because you are that prime silent witness which has witnessed all the events in your life and which will also avail all the other forthcoming events in your life, depending upon what the story of your life is. So transcend, negate the provisional identity, and stay and connect to the source and be a silent witness all across your life. There is no suffering, no threat, no suffering, and even no fear of death. You transcend it. And that is the only state where you can be in bliss, in a permanent bliss. Thank you.